In that sense, Costner defended Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan lost his biggest ally in Kevin Costner, who warned of Yellowstone fate before his exit. It's not every day that a seasoned industry veteran like Yellowstone's Kevin Costner takes a stand, especially when it's in defense of a colleague. Let's face it, the pressures of balancing multiple projects can slowly start to eat away at the very essence of creativity. And when you're asked to run at full throttle without a break, it's only a matter of time before the wheels start to come off. Taylor Sheridan's writing may have fallen victim to this exact scenario. Kevin Costner saw it coming, even if many of us didn't. Some stories feel like an open book, while others are thick with plot twists that leave you wondering which page you're on. Costner's relationship with Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan isn't just another chapter in Hollywood gossip. It's a saga of loyalty, pressure, and creative strain. Costner earlier spilled the beans on the whole ordeal, and his words have a ring of truth that we can't ignore. His remarks serve not just as a window into their partnership, but as a canary in the coal mine about the true toll behind the scenes of Yellowstone. Kevin Costner's unfiltered take on Yellowstone, frustration, loyalty, and overwork of Taylor Sheridan. Kevin Costner has seen it all, done it all, and yet, in his May 2024 interview with Deadline, he didn't just express frustration. He let loose with a level of honesty that could knock the wind out of anyone who's ever worked in a creative, high-pressure environment. "I have taken a beating from those King guys," the actor said, clearly frustrated by the whole situation, adding, "But if you know me well enough, I made Yellowstone the first priority, and to insinuate anything else would be wrong. I did not initiate any of those things." Costner pointed out how Sheridan was, in his view, being overworked, balancing multiple projects for Paramount while still trying to deliver top-tier writing for Yellowstone. They were doing a tap dance, and this poor guy was also having to write so much, the former said, voicing his dismay that Sheridan was essentially running on empty while juggling a mountain of responsibilities. It's no secret that Sheridan, the mastermind behind Yellowstone, isn't just working on the hit show. He's worked on other massive projects like Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King, Special Ops, Lioness and Lawman, Bass Reeves. Add to that the Yellowstone spin-offs, 1883 and 1923, plus a slew of other Paramount ventures like Landman with Billy Bob Thornton, and you start to get the picture. Sheridan had his hands so full that it's no wonder the writing on Yellowstone took a hit. Costner, no stranger to the grind, didn't hold back in defending Sheridan. "There's a lot of product they were putting out," he explained, calling out the elephant in the room. "Yellowstone didn't get the scripts it needed because Sheridan was stretched thin." Costner added, offering a candid view into the behind-the-scenes chaos that many fans never saw. His relationship with Sheridan was key, and without it, Yellowstone became less about storytelling and more about balancing egos and workloads. Kevin Costner's defense of Taylor Sheridan highlights the strain behind Yellowstone's creative struggles. Yellowstone fans, ever loyal to the show they love, have now started to see the cracks in the facade. They aren't just watching a show, they're watching the unraveling of an incredibly talented team, pushed to the limit. Kevin Costner's defense of Taylor Sheridan has resonated deeply with the fans, who have begun to understand that creativity can't be forced or manufactured at breakneck speed. When a writer is juggling dozens of projects and the clock is always ticking, something's got to give. Sheridan's ability to create gripping stories was undermined by the sheer workload he was saddled with, and that ultimately impacted Yellowstone. Let's read what fans are saying. Well, what's clear from Costner's words is that Yellowstone's creative strain wasn't a result of laziness or lack of vision. It was a byproduct of unrelenting pressure. After all, you can only stretch a rubber band so far. Costner didn't just stand by Sheridan. He stood for the principle that talent deserves respect, space, and a manageable workload. And that's a message worth listening to. Yellowstone is currently streaming on Peacock.